Hey there everyone, this is Jeff Perkins doing a quick review on the new Liong Mah KUF 3. KUF stands for Kitchen Utility Folder. Anybody that is familiar with Liong Mah knows that his former career was a chef, so he does tend to pull kitchen type utility knives into his designs. All of the Liong Mah design knives are produced by Riot, and this is no exception. This is definitely a smaller version of the original KUF, which is very refreshing. It's a nice, don't want to say too small, but a nice small pocket knife that is very lightweight and kind of hides in the pocket nicely. To give you a little information on the specs, overall length on this knife is 7 inches. The handle comes in at 4 inches and the blade is at 3 inches. Overall weight on this is a very light 2.75 ounces. Blade steel is Elmax. The pocket clip and handle is all titanium. All of the screws and pivot are steel, and the pocket clip does feature the Todd Begg ball in the pocket clip for a little bit easier release. They are calling this a monoblock construction. And when you take a look at the back of it, you can kind of see what's going on. This is one solid piece of carbon fiber that has been milled out, so you only have the flat piece of titanium on one side and then everything else ground into the carbon fiber or G10 depending on which model you're carrying. They did put a nice little pin in here for a pocket clip, and I have added some for a lanyard, not a pocket clip. I have added some small pocket lanyards to each of these knives just to make them a little bit easier to pull out of the pocket. So we'll go ahead and look at these one at a time. This one is a high voltage purple background with both blue and bronze storm going through it. Turned out very nice. Definitely gives it a little flash, especially when you put it up next to the carbon fiber. It is nice smooth carbon fiber, no issues, no voids, nothing like that. Lockup on all of these is nice and early. And there you have your Liong Mah design logo, and then your Elmax up on the top of the blade. They do offer a little bit of jimping on the top of each of these, both in the handle as well as the blade. As you can see, it fits in the hand. I have a large hand. My little finger, goes just off the edge of it. One of the reasons I also like that lanyard, it gives me the opportunity to kind of grab it when I go to pull it out of the pocket, pull it by the lanyard, and then pop it right into my hand. This is a very smooth little knife. It is running on ceramic bearings, and they've got the cutout in the blade. Flips out beautifully with a finger flip on the other underside. If you bring your thumb down into the tip of it, you can definitely open it with your thumb in the circular fashion. It's a little bit harder to get the thumb flip in, but I tell you what, man, the finger flip from the underside is definitely the way to go on this knife. Flips out really nicely, nice and smooth, and just has a great action on it. So there's that nice early lockup, and centering is right on the money. So there is the purple with high voltage blue and bronze storm. Let's go ahead and look at the other carbon fiber, and then we'll do the G10 last. So this one, I did a bronze purple blue storm. I did buff out the screws and heat anodize those. Now they are all steel, they are not titanium, but gave it just a little extra color pop as we went forward with it. So I definitely thought that was the way to go, especially when you're looking at a heavily bronzed Storm. Again, the carbon fiber, nice and smooth, well done. I do like how the titanium shows, and then you have that nice smooth seam on the back where the titanium and the carbon fiber in this case meet, and of course that really nice flip and a nice early lockup, and centering is right on the money. Again, this one is a joy to flip out with that finger on the underside. Turned out really nice. Definitely very happy with this one. And then this one we went with the Superstorm instead of the tight pattern going across. We got the long Superstorm going down it. We've got blues, purples, and bronzes running all through there. I did not heat anodize the screws on this one. Of course, they all have a matching lanyard. Turned out pretty sharp looking. Lots of color in the titanium on the top, as well as the other underside of it. Go ahead and give a couple quick flips, and this would be the G10 on this one. So just a very uniform G10, a little bit of a grind, which is definitely there on all of them, just to kind of make it so it's not quite as blocky feeling. Everything's rounded down nicely, don't have any hot spots, and the pocket clip does kind of melt away in the hand. So flips out very nicely, nice early lockup, and the centering's right on the money. Definitely a cool little knife. It would fall in the medium to little range. Definitely isn't as small as a number of knives out there, like the ZT0022. It's substantially larger than that, and definitely a little wider, much more comfortable knife than the 0022. It's a little small for my typical carry, but I tell you what, I threw one in my pocket just to see what it felt like before I did any of the work. And I mean, it's so light at that 2.75 ounces that you don't even notice it's there. So if you're in the market for a knife that disappears in the pocket, the KUF 3 is definitely a very good option. All three of these are available on our website, www.jdcutlery.com. If you haven't already subscribed to our YouTube channel, please do. I try to keep all the knives updated on the YouTube channel that I have available on the website. So if you want to see the latest things coming out, please subscribe and get notices on the new product coming in. Well, thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you on the next one.